This is what we would refer to as Megapog. I like how the thumbnail for the Morales D&D session for this Wednesday is just a chess game.
How is everyone?
Sorry,
Sorry,
Dion.
I thought I still had an hour left, but I needed to do some more preparations for the shindig.
The shindig?
What, you don't like me?
Finally ready to start.
You want to die, fucker?
I'm just curious about what you mean by the shindig.
It's a shindig, is it not?
I don't know, is it?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, it is a shindig. I don't know what you're talking about, so I can't tell you these answers. That's why I asked the question.
At least I'm pretty sure it's a shindig. I'll have to look up the definition of shindig again.
God. Imagine having to look up the definition of shindig nowadays.
I
That's
thought, yeah, it's a shindig. I knew the definition of shindig.
no, I'm not trying to make fun of you when I say that. I'm just
I'm
trying.
aware.
I just feel like that's such a weird thing, is to have to look up the definition of shindig, because who says that anymore? Like, that's not really
Listen,
used.
I believe everyone.
It's like Mountain Standard Time. Who the fuck says that and not Central?
Excuse me.
I believe everyone should start using old, forgotten slang.
I mean, I agree with that, but like, doesn't mean it happens, though. It doesn't mean people do it. People suck. Don't understand what was good.
God, I forgot how big you were.
Large lad.
You big.
Context?
Your character.
Your character, obviously, dipshit.
That doesn't provide a lot of context, considering.
Your token. Considering what?
I suppose phrasing would have been more accurate.
So then, are we finally going to start this session?
No.
Should be.
We're only 11 minutes late. Because of me, but, you know.
11 minutes. 11.
I mean, also, by
minutes.
technicality, we're 2 weeks late for this session, but that's a different thing entirely.
I thought it was 3.
It was 3.
Yeah.
No, it was 3. Oh, even better.
No, that's worse.
For me, it's been 4 because I missed the last one.
Oh, fair.
True.
Fair, true.
True.
I also still have no combat bonds.
Well, if you want to know what happened with mine,
I got one for you.
completely destroyed this guy. Like,
And he did in fact wreck the
it
map.
wasn't close.
Wow, you had a not close fight with a blue eye? Impressive.
Magic's involved, alright? Magic and power levels are two very different things.
Alright, Multi, we ready?
So I have a few more spells now, yay.
Okay, I should say.
Multi's ready. We can start
Yeah,
the RP.
I'm ready. Magic with a blue eye, and they were going until bloodied, which means they both had half HP, which means in reality, the guy only had like maybe 5 HP more than him. So, yeah, no, about 10 HP more than him, my bad. Which really does not that much of a difference in terms of magic. Yeah, anyway. That and the guy had to fight multiple people afterwards, so he was conserving some mana.
Alright.
But, yeah, anyway.
Good hustle out there, Frederick.
Understandable.
I wasn't ready for that. I'll be real.
Nor was I.
What, are you gonna slap him on the ass now? Good old slap ass?
So, I'm gonna be entirely honest. As God, I completely forgot what was going on.
I'm pretty sure that after we finished up here, he took me back. I got my spells, and then we were taking a break for a while before we went somewhere.
Did he take you out to a nice dinner?
Oh man, where were we gonna take you guys?
Like, we took a break for, like, I think, like, the equivalent of, like, a very long time in our world. Probably not that long. Enough for me to get my spells. Or,
Yeah.
well, anyone who got spells to get their spells.
It was over the night, so it was like roughly 4 or 5 pars. So you guys spent about a week here in town. You guys were gonna head somewhere. I remember you guys specifying somewhere you were gonna go. I think.
Perhaps.
Or am I just remembering incorrectly?
I don't necessarily remember that myself.
So where do we feel like going now, then?
I suppose we have to talk as a group real quick and
would
figure
make
out our individual motives.
Your game plan. I guess that,
So
yeah.
then,
that's fair
where
enough.
to next?
Let's just kind of meet back up at the tavern we're all staying at.
Yeah, I'm staying
Or
in
the-
there too.
the-
Totally.
Are you?
No.
On top of
The
You've
answer
been
to that
invited to
question is
dinner.
no. Thanks.
Wine not included, because we're poor.
And actually,
I don't drink, to be fair.
to be fair, at some point, the hotel, if you ever did actually like, what's the phrase? If you did ever like want to go into the hotel, the guy at the front desk would have been like, "No, absolutely not. Sorry. If you want to come in here, you're going to the Shrink Fest. I think they sell those devices in town, but that's your prerogative. Go."
I'm not
Well, what do
going
you
there.
mean? You have a door. He can just crawl in, and then he can like crouch. It'll be fine. To be fair, that would be very uncomfortable for you, would it not?
How big is the door?
All right,
Doors-
can we just borrow some chairs and bring them outside then?
Chairs. You realize that the man's
Well,
the
we
man's
have to
little.
sit.
Oh, I see. Fair, no, that's valid. No. Yes, you may grab some chairs, just as long as you bring them back in.
We have to sit.
All right.
True.
I'm gonna have my
That is-
purgelings go underneath the chairs and lift them up with their little bodies, and then scurry them out for everyone.
That is greatly unsettling.
What?
But-
They're beautiful, are they not?
No.
I'll repeat, greatly unsettling. And you just see him kind of like give you a look and walk
sir.
and walk
you
to
get
the
used
back.
to it eventually.
It's personal preference, but very well. All right, come on, let's go outside.
Okay, here you go.
Okay, then
So-
go outside.
Outside, hanging out with the large lad. But by the way, might I add? So we did the calculations. Most doorways and stuff don't go up to past way half a shin. So
We did the calculations? I don't remember ever
I
doing
I
it.
Well,
I did the
he's-
calculation.
He's huge, so he can fit in larger doorways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
But those are, to be fair, those are probably
are rare.
medium.
Those are rare.
yes.
Yeah. Those are probably medium sized.
Very
They,
rare.
they're medium doors. Yeah. He cannot fit inside the buildings unless he were to shrink.
I could put my hand in there. Start
I'm
wreaking
sure there are
havoc.
accommodations across.
No,
somewhere.
not really. It's not super common.
How
Most
much
people-
is the shrinking device?
Sam's character just starts playing patty cake with the back
There-
wall.
There is no amount of money. That's the problem. Is that it's combat notes, and I don't fucking care to be shrunk, honestly.
Well, then you're literally not going to be able to go anywhere with us.
No, he'll be
I
able
definitely
to. go
can.
Cross is quite an outdoor place. Speaking of which, that brings me to the topic why I wish to talk to you all. Because my objective, I guess, in all of this, after being flung to an entirely different continent, is to really just kind of enjoy my stay here. Explore the world a little bit. I don't really have a reason to return all too fast. So it's more in my objective to just enjoy my stay here and maybe see what's going on with the red waves and stuff, because I think there might be a little chaos.
You were in the world capital, weren't you?
I'm in the same situation as you. I see no reason to return to my home. Exploring the world a bit sounds fun, though.
All of you really just said, yeah, my home.
I would think as an author, you'd want to return ASAP and start writing it. Really. You have Wanderlust. Of all people, you have Wanderlust.
Wanderlust?
Wanderlust. That's it.
I mean, if I'm correct, back at that giant rock thing, you saw my past. I'm not exactly liked by many of my people a whole lot.
Actually, you're the only one that
I
saw
have
your
a lot
past.
of disagreements with them. And besides, stretching my legs a bit could probably make things a bit more interesting.
Fair enough.
You? What about you?
I mean, I had kind of a simple life, just hanging out with my peeps.
His gnome buddies.
Do you not wish to return there? At least not any time quick.
I mean, I haven't, come close to death yet, so I guess that's.
I don't
plus.
see how that's. I don't see how that's a benefit.
If it starts getting shady, I might try and hurry back there. But like I said, it was simple. Change of pace for a little bit at least.
Yeah, fair. Like
Fair
if you think about it, Brolnaeus was kept in captivity most of his life. Frederick.
Not all of them know that, though.
I know.
Especially not all of them know that. None of them know that.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just saying that if we look at like motivations, like
Yeah.
Frederick was not treated great by his people because he was not anti-tech. Hume, like, kind of was just vibing. He was kind of just vibing with the gnomes, and well, yes, I imagine he might miss his family, but he probably figures that if he was teleported, they probably were teleported too, which means that they might not even be there.
Or just straight up disintegrated. A lot of people just died.
That too. A lot of people did just straight up die. And then I don't know how much they know of your backstory, Elena, but
and even more people died because of teleporting, because teleporting doesn't really care about what plane of existence you're sent to.
Perhaps.
Or if you're into a solid object.
There's also that.
Or just into a volcano.
Actually, a
That's
lot of
also a possibility.
teleporting will, at least in D&D, won't let you teleport into a solid object, oddly enough.
I mean, and then any.
I mean, there's also dragon slayers, volcanoes, the middle of the ocean.
Those, honestly, aside
A lot of
from the
not
ocean,
great places to end up.
aside from the ocean, which, by the way, there's probably a bunch of bodies out there now.
Yeah.
Those dying by teleportation on the Primatarium is probably decently rare.
Well, so
Yeah.
the thing is with how the teleportation worked for Taurus event is that it teleported you to places where the spatial fabric of reality was weak. So, i.e., transport stations, or a shrine in the middle of the forest that's got a bunch of shunshum all over it. that is used for teleportation of certain things that I will not mention, as they are spoilers. Or just places where people have teleported to and from a lot is where people mostly ended up who were teleported. So most places that were teleported to were somewhat inhabitable or had large pieces of black Shunshun nearby.
Gotcha.
And by large, I mean like house-sized. There were a couple of people who teleported to those. Then immediately fell on top of them. Then were kind of collapsing on themselves.
Show
So
size.
then,
Shoe size.
Well then,
Shoes type.
House size.
I guess you fit right in then, Eon. Rocky, you're basically a newborn fawn, so I think I already know your answer, but it's worth asking you. You want to come with us and kill shit?
Of course I do, because I have nowhere else to go.
Fantastic. I love you already, Rocky.
Let chaos.
That's accurate
That's a
for
little-
chaos
we're gonna have
beast.
We'll talk about that one.
We'll address that later.
I don't necessarily not condone it in controlled chaos, but that's
I forget.
that's
Has Sam's character told us his name
that's
yet?
a paradox right there.
Rocky,
So, like,
Rocky, the idea of controlled chaos disgusts you.
I was gonna say it makes me laugh.
Yeah, no. Something along the lines of it
Something
just
tries to
doesn't
control chaos.
feel right to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So he snorts and laughs and says, "Yeah, control it all right. Yeah, we will."
Yes, we may control the chaos. To be fair, you can somewhat control it. You control when chaos happens. You just can't control what happens, otherwise it's not chaos. But yes, anyway. Something's only chaos when it's unexpected. So, that being said,
well, Alienoth, right?
Elnoth.
Elnoth. All right, I'll remember that pronunciation.
alien mode.
I only heard the name once. Stop talking down to me, God.
I literally can only talk down to you. I'm in the sky.
Yes.
Well, be underground so you can talk up to him.
You know, fair enough.
Or be equal level.
Why
Cool.
did that take you so long
I
to
don't
say?
know. I don't fucking know.
You see a random lad pop up. He's small lad. Appears to be some sort of leprechaun.
Ignore that.
So then, Aelnoth, what's your decision?
Honestly,
You want to come along with us?
you're a real enigma, man. I mean that in a good way, cause like, when we were helping out the town from that one dickhead whose name won't be said, I don't know his name. I forgot.
I don't even know if his name was mentioned.
It
Pretty sure
was.
it
We knew his
was.
name.
It was definitely mentioned.
I mean, we thought we were screwed when he just went like Super Saiyan. You've read that comic, right? No? Okay. When he like powered up. And then all of a sudden an iron rod from God appeared. And we see you across the way. At least I heard about it. And I guess you helped out because the town was kind of going into shambles a little bit. But you've also kind of just been vibing around with us casually, and I really appreciate that. But what do you want? What do you want to do here in Cross?
I am
I
on a
don't think-
quest.
Us four are gonna stay too long.
I'm on a quest. Though
Is
I
this
have,
secret quest?
I suppose, though I have no current direction, so.
Meant. quest is by.
I see. Well, this is a right conundrum. Would you like to join us in somewhat aimlessly wandering around Cross?
That's what I was gonna do anyway, so sure.
That's what you were gonna do anyways.
Yeah, as I said, I have a quest but no direction.
Uh-huh.
I mean, aimlessly wandering is how he got himself here.
I'm gonna
Well
call
then.
over Gilbert.
I
You wanna
guess,
come along too, bud?
I thought Gilbert was a given.
Thought you
I
I'm
didn't
tamed
gonna be
it.
giving him
actually
pets
get
and
an
it would
answer
kill.
from him.
I'm gonna be giving him pets and food.
That's Gilbert. The
That's
barking is Gilbert.
bribery.
It's a very small Gilbert.
I remember Gilbert being a lot bigger.
What?
All right. Then I guess that makes our little travel group official. Because I was beginning to wonder, because I believe we were kind of, us three at least, were kind of get together just for survival's sake for a while.
Yep. Well, I
I
have
have
some
nothing
plot
better to do
hooks
myself,
laid
so-
out in the town, so huzzah!
I think it would be best if we leave the town.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'm not gonna force you to do anything, but like. Okay, cool.
All right. I believe we also should skip town.
That's fair.
As fun as this place is, there are better things to
Yeah,
do.
I think we've been up. Yeah.
However, walking is a retarded idea, so I believe we as a group should fight for enough combat bonds to get us some sort of solar-powered car, as basic of a one as we can get.
That would be able
I
to
mean,
fit.
there's also the option of saving up a lot less money and just getting a carriage of some kind that Gilbert could drive.
I was
Gilbert
gonna say, we
could
literally have a
take
giant
along.
that could just pull it.
I'm sure Gilbert.
I think he's
Hey,
so
we're
big we
not
could
that
probably
good
all
of friends.
we could just carry us all.
Also still
well,
not that good
fine.
a friend.
Throw my perfectly economically feasible renewable energy car idea out of the way. A carriage sounds fine though. I did not wish to anger you by suggesting Gilbert as a draft horse, but since you suggested it yourself, I see that is not an issue.
It's fair.
I mean, I just think that Gilbert could have a lot more fun. I mean,
And
I could
release
also
some
ride Gilbert
energy.
this way.
He's always in a
Yeah.
walking state.
I
With
mean-
Sinemicus to run.
Yeah, I mean, he'll get to run all he wants if we let him lead a cart, you know?
I got to run a couple pars ago. And keep in mind, only Ayum can hear that, but
In that case, we have everything we need except for a cart, which is nice. So, where would a cart be sold? I guess like a stable house.
investigation
Do we
check.
have a stable here?
You can always just ask around
Yeah,
I have
if
yeah.
no
anyone's got a
idea.
cart for
Let's-
sale.
Let me go sleuth around with my +10.
Yes, you find a place that sells
Okay.
that sells
Who's the place run by?
the place would definitely be run by a Solaran. They have many different modes of transportation. It's down in the magic portion of town. Let me move us back. Big map. Boop. It's down in the south district.
All right.
Okay, then
Jesus, he's huge.
Oh no!
Run!
No.
He's bigger than
No,
Elnoth.
no.
Fear me! Ah!
Fear me, motherfucker.
anyway. Sorry. Let's get back on track.
Go,
Though.
go, skateboard!
Anyway. Sorry. Moving on. So, if we're being real,
I wasn't
know,
ready for that.
realistically thinking, speaking, I don't know if it'll probably be as big as one of the smaller squares here. Probably would be able to see him from the sky. But stop. I'm putting a stop to this.
Can't make me.
So then, we head over to the cart
Yeah.
shop, I guess.
Yes, the shop of magical transportations. Upon walking up to the door, Bronneus is has a hand put in front of him. You're not allowed in here, Starine.
We just need a normal cart. Come on. We don't need a magical one. Just a normal one.
I see. And he kind of reaches into his pocket and glances at you. And why not purchase electric vehicle?
Why did your accent change midway through?
No, it was Russian the whole time.
Both good questions. Both good questions.
I'm going to step in and say, I have a friend outside that would probably prefer to stretch his legs rather than just wait beside the vehicle.
We have a very
No.
large, very energetic pupper.
Papa? You mean... doesn't matter. Take pass, go inside, stay away from magic section.
Oh, but it looks so tempting.
If you go near that magic section, we will break your bones.
Oh, relax. Nothing bad will happen.
You know, in hindsight, if he's worried about that, and they broke your bones, magic would just be able to heal you.
True. If you just shoved enough magic down your throat, maybe they couldn't do anything to hurt you.
No, that's not how that works.
I mean, it's worth a try.
I mean, it could.
It's
Some
worth a
motherfucker
shot.
stood in the middle of a black void and sucked it up. So I feel like anything is possible. at this point.
Anything is possible at this point.
Right?
He sucked it up and then he
Just
died.
Anything.
It's possible, just not advisable.
Exactly. But
Alright,
we
we'll,
don't care about
We'll
advisable
enter
here.
into
So
the
then-
store.
Yeah.
I will not enter into the store.
It's a
I
stable.
wonder
You can
why.
come inside here. It's huge.
It's not. It's definitely not that big. I don't feel like it.
It's it
definitely
actually
a large opening.
there is a large door that he could fit through.
I don't want to have to crawl though.
And you wouldn't. It's a warehouse. How do you think
Okay,
that
then I
they're
won't do it.
they're
just have to-
storing transportation devices? You think it's gonna be small?
That does not mean that it has to be 20 feet tall.
You know how big a garage door is? That's all it would need to be.
You definitely need to lean your head in because it's like maybe 2 stories, but it's
I am
a hollow 2
5
stories.
feet fucking high. I could crawl in through a garage door, yes, but I cannot stand up in a garage.
No, it would be about 2 stories, 2 stories
No,
tall.
no,
so there'd
he
be
wouldn't.
2 floors.
Yeah, there's 2 floors. That's a problem.
No, 2 floors of the outer rim has one of those little
I don't think it.
Like,
so it would
walking
be like,
platforms.
It would be like 17 to 15 feet tall. Sure, you'll have to lean your head down a bit, but you'll be fine.
That's 17 to 15 feet tall? Bro, that is... I'm 25 feet tall. That's not a little bit of head leaning.
I would say probably would be about 20 feet tall.
That's like bad posture levels right there, when you have to go 5 feet lower.
True.
There's also just the option that Alanoth decides he doesn't feel like going in.
That's
I'm not I'm not going in because that's not comfortable, no matter how you want to phrase it.
Yeah.
He makes a valid point.
Did I not mention like this whole scenario earlier? I feel like I did.
Just like him having a little bit of trouble coming into shops. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah, in shops, yeah, but I don't need to go in there anyway.
yeah.
This would only be a problem if I had to go in there, but I don't have to. You did mention it, but
Well,
It's still
I'm
not been
going
an issue.
to. I'm going to look around for several cards that I think Gilbert would like.
like Gilbert picked the card.
Gilbert could have
Actually,
could
since it's
fit in
as
there.
big as it is, Gilbert could just come in with us.
He could, yeah. Though they do kind of give you some looks, and one of them pipes up. No.
This isn't a goddamn pet shop.
No.
What are you thinking?
No
You
animals
can't just
allowed.
look around.
Gilbert's the one driving the cart. He should get a piece
Think
of
with
picking
your
them
brain.
what we do.
Also, they just said no animals allowed. I'm sorry.
This
Gilbert.
is not
I-
pet shop. Why do you bring an
Right.
animal inside?
Fine, Gilbert. You'll have to wait outside.
Wait, is this
Sorry.
what the quote unquote pupper you were talking about? Yeah.
Yes, his name is Gilbert. He's a good friend of
Hmm.
mine.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Do you
He's gonna
want
be 1
person to? It is fine. And you see another person actually kind of walk up and like put a hand on the on like the bouncer guard's shoulder. You you bring very interesting animal to my shop. You said it was intended to pull cart, yes?
Yes, he's the one pulling the cart.
You know, this is
I feel it's only
interesting
fair if he
opportunity,
gets,
not one I see usually. Come in. Bring the animal. But boss.
Okay.
No. I give it permission. Bring the animal.
Well then, come on, Gilbert. Let's go.
Who has the sword of Cain, if anyone, or is it just on the ground again somewhere?
Eum has the sword.
How's it doing, by the way? Just checking in on it.
masters.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Fuck you. You give me to my master.
You are cringe. I'm a fish out of water.
Yeah, 1 second. Dog's going yip. Give me a moment.
I can't breathe.
Get Gilbert going. Yip.
Yarp yarp.
Bork.
Bort.
Bork.
Bort.
That was bullshit.
Okay, I've returned.
Wrong a minute.
So?
Then, following the guy that asked us to follow him.
I mean, the lady. So,
Yeah.
Definitely sounded like a guy, but okay.
that's because I sound like a guy.
It will sound like a woman.
There.
Become woman.
Well, so. You'd like to purchase card, yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're looking for a cart for Gilbert here to pull.
You see, biggest problem with that scenario is that, well, it is. I don't know if we have rigging for such creature.
Hey, we'll just use rope for the time being. It'll be fine.
I mean, I might actually have rigging, but
We don't need custom bridle for him. Not now, anyway.
it would be interesting challenge. But I could fix something
We
up
don't-
for you and
We don't have the golds or the combat bonds right now, so unless you want to do it for free out of the kindness of your dear Solaren heart, I don't
I
think we
could
can afford
probably
it.
grow you some mushrooms if you're into that kind of thing. But
She kind of gives like
Give me some
Ronairs
drugs.
kind of gives Ronairs like an ain't kind of little slightly like don't patronize me look.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're just too poor for your blood.
Well, I was going to make offer of. Well, how do I put this? If you let me study creature, animal, I will provide bridle for. Bridle will be free.
It's all right. We just here for the carriage.
Well, if you really want to, first define everything you just said, exactly how you're planning on doing it, and second, the final call's up to Gilbert.
I would say.
Hold up. Can we? I am terribly sorry for sidewinding this lovely conversation you're having. But can we focus on the cart first, and then whatever stupid shenanigans you're about to endorse?
Again, she gives you a really dirty look.
It's the truth.
Get out of my office.
Where's the carriage?
We're in a warehouse, miss.
Well, you're in the you're in a little office room in the.
I am not.
That's fair. You're not.
Well then, could you lead us to the carriage section real quick? The non-magical carriage section?
She points, and there's an area in which the carriages seem more mundane.
Thank you. Let's go visit that
Like
before we
that.
decide to sell our souls for bridal. When I could quite literally rig up something decently nice with rope. As the reason bridal is made is because rope's uncomfortable. But Gilbert has the skin of a rhino. He'll be fine.
She continues talking with Frederick, as she can't hear Broneus anymore.
I didn't walk all the way away.
Oh,
I
I
was
see.
talking to Gilbert and Ewan
I
and
see.
Rocky.
As for studying, I'm more mean the sense of getting measurements, looking at proportions, muscle strength, and the like. Maybe
You would need that anyway for making custom bridal.
yes.
Speak
And
the truth already. You wouldn't have had to ask to study if it was if it was just
So
that.
what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to fix a bridle for Gilbert.
and she kind of like looks away a little sheepishly, and I suppose it could be taken like that. Yes.
Why did
If
you label it
Gilbert's
as
fine with-
research?
What the
then?
fuck?
Then if Gilbert's okay with you doing all that, I'll gladly accept a free bridle of good quality.
I'm gonna go look at carts. You guys are fun.
Thank you. And she kind of walks out and like, kind of waves Gilbert over. Gilbert, was it? If you'd like to, you could come into the outside area with me where we could do some tests.
So can I do an insight check to see if she's being honest about just wanting to test?
Yeah, sure. You can tell that there is another motive. There's definitely another motive there. She's
So-
very clearly not a great liar.
So I'm gonna kind of hover, just kind of keep a close eye on her, and I'm gonna kind of think I'll kind of look at Frederick and kind of give him a concerned look as I stay with Gilbert.
Seeing that, I'm going to start questioning things.
Anyone who wishes to follow will need to make a stealth check.
I'm not
Why?
trying to hide the fact that I'm following her. I'm right over it.
I see.
I'd like to go. I'd like to go with you to watch these tests of yours.
No, it's fine. You can take a look at the carriages.
I'm
yeah?
not. I know you
I look at her and I
definitely
smile
seem
and
like
say,
you could be a very
like I
kind
would ride in a
person,
carriage? No, I'm
but-
staying with my friend.
but
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
letting my close friend go with anyone I've known for less than 30 minutes.
Your friend will be safe with me, I promise. I have no intention of harming.
I yell from across the warehouse, randomly, completely uncouth. That sounds sus!
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
And
No
Rocky,
idea what she just said.
I
I'm gonna look
just
at
say,
my hand. Nope, I'm staying
Gilbert
right
is a
here. I'm
very
gonna
close
watch.
friend of
Wait.
mine. That is,
Let's go.
so
Gilbert
Rocky,
is a very close friend of mine. I will be going with him.
so Rocky, is there a? Are you gonna insight what she just said as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, if I can get you to make a check for me. Yeah. You guys can both tell that she's being honest when she says that she does not intend to harm Gilbert.
But that doesn't mean that she won't harm Gilbert on accident with what she's going to be doing.
Yeah, and I'm still
And
but
she
I'm-
doesn't
I'm
she
hovering
also
right over.
doesn't believe that
saying-
Real quick, I'm being honest here. I believe you won't intentionally harm him for any
Oh,
reason.
no,
but
none of the tests are
still-
dangerous.
I know. Still, I'd like to go with Gilbert in case something does happen.
And you see like a little conflict, like war in her eyes, and then she just okay. You may accompany us. Though admittedly she does seem a bit more stern now than she did before.
I'm gonna pick out a nice cart.
You look at the carts, there's some pretty decent quality ones. There's
Cart.
cart.
Be able to tell a good card, right?
Good question.
In order to tell the difference between a good and a bad cart, does he have to make a cart check?
Make a cart. Check for
Okay,
cart.
hold up.
No, no,
I'll
you-
make a cart check.
No, you don't have to. I was gonna have you do that insight.
No, make a cart check.
Make an insight cart check.
No, just make a cart check. Just a normal one.
It's a card
Okay.
check.
Set wisdom as the modifier. Pretty good card check. Yeah. I will let you know. Everything here does seem pretty expensive.
That's a pretty bad cart check because it's the wrong check.
How is it the wrong check?
Because it's a cart check, not a well, fuck. That's unfortunate to one, be a nat 20. Two,
And two,
have been rolled to GM.
I saw that cart with a K, and it's a nat 20.
There. The joke was that it was cart with the K, not a C, and then I rolled it to GM, and then it was a nat 20. So not only was the joke ruined, but now there's a nat 20 that's been lost. So this is really unfortunate. You see.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's see. You guys go to the back and she pulls out some measuring devices and she goes and oh wait, I was in the middle of describing cards, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm.
So Broneus, you find some cards. Some are most of them are plainer, browner looking ones. There are some. As from what you can see on the other side of the warehouse, there are some nice like dark or ebony wood that's, or even some like pine.
I'm just looking for the one that's the most comfortably shaped inside.
There's a couple that you find that are pretty comfortable looking. They can look like they can house about. There's some that can house 4. There's some that can house 6. There's some that can house. There's 2 that you found that could house like. Well, look like 12 people ish.
I'll get one of the 6-person ones.
Okay, look more in depth at the 6 people one.
Hey, Bouncer! I found the one we wanted.
Okay, this one is I mean, he kind of looks down at you. This one's currently on hold. For another.
All right, how about
customer.
that one?
That one, and he follows your gaze. Ah, that one's also on
Do a
hold.
different.
Is he full of
Insight.
shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
inside.
yeah, I was about to insight. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's lying to you.
Are they all on hold?
And he kind of looks you up and down. But it's that I'm
Because
yes.
man, oh man, would I love it for all of them to be on hold at this exact time, in this exact place, located entirely within the fragment of your mind that has the capability of sentient thought.
You say a lot of big words, man. Must You seem to be compensating for something. So sorry about your loss.
Dick size.
Ah, brilliant retort there. Well, go ahead and shoo off. I'll just wait for your manager or whatever to come back, because clearly you're not interested in selling me a car. Fuck
You
off
know-
now.
Can I
Excuse
just
me,
see the
did you
quality?
just say what did you just say to me, sir?
I said, please fuck off. I mean, you're being very rude to me, so I figured being rude back was something of an equalizer. If you wish to kick me out, then go ahead.
I'm afraid
Damn.
you've now insulted me and by extension you've insulted my
family.
You
family.
insulted me by clearly lying to my face.
I don't lie, they're on hold.
They most certainly aren't. And the fact that you insist otherwise merely makes me angrier.
Well, okay, to be fair, that one's not on hold. And he gestures over to the dingiest looking 4-seater. One of the wheels is like, it looks like it was brought in to be repaired.
No,
Now
no, no,
I'm
no, no. Those two aren't on hold. I can see the difference when you lie to me and when you don't. It's... Listen, you can deny it all you want. It's fine. But unless you bring me the logbook literally telling me that they're on hold, I'm going to insist otherwise, whether you like it or not.
Why don't you just go buy a fancy supercar?
Supercar.
Because everyone else in the group wanted a nice carriage with a little bit of suspension, so that way we don't have the bumpiest ride imaginable, to be carried by a lovely friend we made not dying together in the Forest of Growth.
You went into the forest.
Went in is a strong word. Started in is the best word.
Went in.
Were
went
you
in
born
cave.
there? You do not look like Strider.
We were teleported in there.
Ew. Sounds like
was
you've been through a
grand.
rough time.
It was a grand time. A real shindig being chased around by hex wolves the size of houses.
That is to be expected in there. Yet you brought one back with you. I question your logic.
Oh, it's just a pup.
That is puppy.
That is little puppy. They grow much bigger. Oh, and the adult ones can throw spines at you the size of pillars.
Ah, I see.
And then we met some Striders. Real nice folks they are.
I noticed there is one standing outside the building right now.
He insists he's not a Strider. I don't think he is.
Don't think he is what?
I don't think he's a Strider. I'm going to be honest. I thought he was at first, but it doesn't seem like it.
Well, I think you're f***ing stupid. Get out of our building. And he kind of he points at the door.
Oh, and we were having such a nice conversation. All right, fine.
Anyway,
I look up at Alanoff. Yeah, that guy's an asshole, by the way.
Sounded like it.
Alanoff could indeed hear that, yeah.
Well, would you like to play I Spy with me?
Sure.
I spy with my giant eye.
I spy with my blind, can't see eye.
No. Let's play I Spy real quick. No, I want to play I Spy.
So was
Do
this
you want to go
guy who
first,
was
Dion, or should I?
being argumentative? Was he like acting or seemed the same way towards me, or what?
I spy
You see,
with my
Jill, yeah.
angry little eye. a
Okay, so
small
can I
gathering-
check the quality of the carts that he said was on hold? By the way,
Yeah,
what do you want for that?
inside. They're pretty good cards. They're pretty decent quality.
I spy with my small angry eye a small gathering of birds with splinted tail feathers.
And would I know from living with the Nooms?
I think you're playing this game wrong, Dion.
Uh,
I'll be honest.
when a cart is on hold or something like that, do they normally like leave some kind of sign or signature on it, or?
Yeah, and you can see a couple around the building that are genuinely on hold.
Mm.
Usually
Definitely not the ones that I pointed.
not the ones that he was
The
pointing at,
motivation
but
was racism.
yes, that is exactly what the motivation was.
No, yeah, obviously. All right, I'm gonna point that out to him. In his head, you know, obviously he'll hear. If these are on hold, why do they not have the
Sign.
proper documents like the other ones do?
He is Stardyne. We don't sell to Stardyne.
Why though?
Yeah, I mean,
Seems
he's
like a
kind
bad
of a
business
pompous,
model.
but you know, he's okay, I guess.
Ouch.
Okay for Stardyne.
Yeah. All right. So listen, what if we talk numbers here? Okay. Like what?
Yeah.
I'm the only one with gold.
Shut up. You're not here.
I might have gold.
I
How
could
about
hear
now?
that too, which is fucking funny.
Hume could reasonably hear that, yeah. I mean, Bronleus would not be able to hear Hume, but Hume can hear
Just
Bronleus.
screams, "I'm the only one with gold outside for no particular reason."
Bron-
It's just like, yeah, you kicked out the wrong person, dip fuck.
yeah.
I don't have a lot of gold right now, but I could like, I don't know, grow you some food or mushrooms or something. It's like
I thought we were trading the inspection of
Why?
animal for a cart.
the
Why
what?
the hell did?
So I thought
No,
the
we're-
deal was she inspects Gilbert and we get a cart.
Mhm.
Is that what the deal was?
No, the deal was
was,
bridal.
was bridal. You get a bridal to help properly
they never
secure.
agreed to a cart for free.
Yeah.
What is a bridle?
Oops. Okay, wrong.
Questions aren't we supposed to be breaking here?
Nope. Got another hour left. We have 2 hours, remember? We started an hour ago. Yeah, I think you've got your hours mixed up, friend. It was Mountain Standard, not Eastern Standard. Anyway, so
It was Central Standards is the time we're using, but okay.
I see. Fair enough. I mean, we usually do things in Eastern, so I want to make sure we weren't using.
Well, the Eastern, no one here uses Eastern is the thing.
That's also fair.
We really should just use Central.
Yeah, most
Anyway.
people here use Central.
So
The superior time zone.
I have no
You know,
opinion.
we should Third Reich about we should start a Reich about
Sorry,
time
what?
zones. The one
Sorry.
time zone to rule.
no, please.
Sorry, you said something
joke
about
made
starting the
more-
Third Reich?
Okay,
No.
that started. I'm gonna get hunted down now. I'm on like 3 government lists. Oh, no.
Anyway, moving on.
What was the original deal?
Is that she got to inspect Gilbert and then
We just got to pick one?
no
No. Okay, so the original deal was, for some reason, you guys wanted actual bridle, for Gilbert when it really isn't necessary. Unless you want it to look nice, I guess. But rope works fine when an animal has the skin and fur as thick as a rhino. So instead,
Well, I
she-
want
she-
my pupper to be comfy.
It won't
he
make a
wouldn't even
difference,
feel it.
actually.
It won't at all. Anyway,
Fair enough.
he offered to, if he got the opportunity, to feel up Gilbert and take down numbers and stuff, things you would need for a normal kiddo bridle. He would give the bridle for free with no ulterior motives whatsoever. I
whatsoever.
called bullshit on that. She told me to get out of the office. So I left to go buy a cart. I then called bullshit on the guy I
harass.
was trying to buy a cart from, and then got kicked out.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard
What a great day
Starine
for you.
Solaris interaction. Anyway,
Maybe
So
you
we
should be
still need to
less
buy the
racist.
cart, is what I'm hearing.
yes. Although let's
Okay.
let's cut back to the others for now.
You do know which cart I wanted. It was a nice 6-person cart that looked very nice and comfortable. Because you heard
And nice. And
It
comfortable.
was very
and
nice.
And comfortable. Don't
Yeah.
forget nice.
So, if you were to look at it right now, currently the lady she got like a measuring kit. She's got Gilbert like laying on the ground currently right now, like, and she's like reaching the thing around his neck and measuring and going over to like his legs and measuring and yada yada. And at some point she kind of like looks over at you and looks over at Gilbert and looks over at Frederick and looks over at Gilbert and
Gilbert Frederick.
you know I need to do some mana readings now, in terms of stability for the forest of growth animals can be kind of off in some regards. Actually, if you give me time alone with animal, I'd be glad to get you a discount on card should you so desire.
Jeez.
I'm not leaving you alone with him.
She kind of looks down a little bit and looks like she's thinking, and
Just cast Geos on him already, for the love of God.
I
Jesus
will
Christ. This is.
Twin spell
I-
charm person, do something.
Twin spell charm person.
I will give you free card for 10 minutes alone with animal.
10 minutes, huh? That's it?
What does she want with this dog?
10 minutes.
Anything you can do when you're alone with him, you could easily do in front of me.
I don't think you want
problem?
it to be done in front of you, man.
Uh-huh.
Make a wisdom save.
What the hell does she want with this dog?
Question: is she performing verbal or somatic components?
She's not. No.
I thought you were about to say something else.
Okay, so she's not performing any verbal or somatic components.
She's not. No.
Well,
You
I
do
don't
pass.
think she succeeded.
You do pass the wisdom
What did
save
she
though.
try to do to me?
You feel a force of
You don't
pressure.
necessarily know.
Force of pressure shove up against your mind, but that's all you feel.
It seems like you really do want to be alone with my friend here.
Yes, I would very much like.
So then, I cast Hold Person.
She passes
Well,
the save.
Everyone, be prepared to be arrested. I guess this is going
No,
somewhere.
they're getting arrested. They initiated it.
True, bestiality is probably illegal.
This, I mean, you could insight.
There's really nowhere else that this can be going realistically, Multi. Let's be honest.
I mean, I have a way that I am intending it that it is going.
And I picked up on that, and I said it.
It's not. It's not that. No.
Sure,
You think I would do that on Twitch? Really?
you can. That
Really? Oh.
man, you can't show it, but you can say it.
About it.
Ah, I see.
Listen, there are a lot of
Did she
things.
pass
you can't
the-
say on
Yes,
you
she
passed the
passed the
whole
whole
person
person
save?
save.
There's a lot of things you can't say on Twitch, but
there are
those are
even
all
more
stupid
things.
things. Is the thing.
They're all really arbitrary things.
They're arbitrary.
Like the
for a
S
reason.
word. You can't say the S word, but you can talk about bestiality, right? It's weird, but that's how it is.
Twitch terms of service are so
That's because
vague.
the S word was being used as a derogatory term, so they said that you can't use it anymore.
Listen, you can justify why Twitch banned the S word, but one way or the other,
No, that's literally what their reasoning was. That's
yeah, and
That's-
it's stupid.
The real reason they banned it is because it was making their main money makers it was making their audience unhappy, so the audience was stopping watching Twitch, so their main money makers were losing money. So they were losing money.
Interesting.
But anyway,
Anyway,
so yes, moving on.
continuing with the sus shopkeeper that tried to cast Charm Person on you or some other shit.
Luna?
Ma'am,
Yeah, be an angel.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you want to do with Gilbert, but
By the way, you know a spell was casted on you.
Well,
should be
You
much
do.
angrier.
He doesn't know what spell, though.
no,
He doesn't.
it didn't feel like a spell.
Oh, it was a magic effect.
There was no magic
Might be
to
a
it. all.
power thing.
Yeah, probably.
ma'am, I don't know what you want with Gilbert, but you're starting to make me ask several questions inside my head. I'm really not enjoying that.
You should have been
So,
asking these questions a
I'm
lot.
going to say this. I want you to go ahead and please stop doing anything with Gilbert. Just leave,
Fuck the dog.
and let's just pretend this never happened.
No, I
I'm going to be giving her a very sharp glare.
intimidation check.
Am I
But
hearing
that's
this
not
conversation
gonna
happen
go through.
by any chance?
Probably.
You're there, you.
I'm not in the same room.
He's
as
in
them,
the
no.
store.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, I'm not scary at all.
At all whatsoever.
Rocky's there for sure.
Rocky's terrifying.
I need Rocky to make me an intimidation check.
Passive intimidation from Rocky's existence. That shit's scary.
Yeah, that shit ain't natural.
That shit ain't right.
Do you ever see a monkey throw poo?
Nice.
Yeah, no, she's not
You are
intimidated at all.
You are an adorable little flying ferret, regardless of chaos.
So she's not scared at all. So what's she going to do now?
Yeah, I'm not intimidating at all.
You're just unsettling.
She just kind of looks not super comfortable in the situation.
Should she be comfortable?
But when she looks up at the Gilbert, you kind of see her eyes like little like glitter.
Man, you need to get the fuck out of here.
Insight those eyes, cause I know what those eyes are saying, but you don't wanna be sure.
Yeah. So I've been hanging around watching long enough. Can I do insight to try and get a handle on what she's trying to do?
I suppose so.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to do with this, and
She definitely seems embarrassed, but more
Should
so
be.
in the sense that, like,
She got caught.
well, no, that she wants to do something, but doesn't want people to know, which sounds
You're
really
not
really.
helping your case, man.
I wish I was there so I could just be mad
Say it.
for Frederick, but oh well.
She likes how soft the fur looks. I don't know how I'm supposed to put this without revealing what the intentions are.
You're really not helping it.
Okay, as I said before, could I hear this conversation happening?
Can I hear this conversation, and why is it so fucking sus?
I promise I had innocent intentions for this.
I
Mhm.
think we should be leaving.
I think you should.
Gilbert, let's leave. I don't feel comfortable here anymore.
But Gilbert just kind of tilts his head at you and just kind of,
Listen, Gilbert, you don't want none of what she's trying to give you, man.
Gilbert kind of looks down at her, looks up at you, looks down at her, looks up at you, looks down at her, makes eye contact. Kind of
Oh,
holds.
don't spirit animals this bullshit.
Looks down at.
No, you're not
She
doing
done-
that. Nah.
She
No.
done fucked up.
True.
You know, looks down at the. And they make eye contact for a fair bit and looks up at the. Looks up at Frederick, and Gilbert just kind of like. He just looks confused.
That's what you can get when you.
Listen, Frederick, there's a time as a pet owner where you have to stamp your foot down and get the fuck out of Dodge. That was the time.
Gilbert,
And not let them.
time to leave. Now.
We already know what she wants to do to your dog. You can't let that happen.
Yeah, that's not. I promise, that's not what I had intended.
That's just where it's going, though, man.
It's not. It's.
She used her power.
Yeah, she used her power.
That's enough to roll initiative normally.
And he held person, and she did not.
True. Neither of them held them as hostile actions to start initiative. I'm just.
It doesn't
saying.
change it, though.
Yeah.
And actually, you see, Gilbert just kind of sits. I mean, I guess kind of sits up, I should say, because he was laying on the ground. And he sits on his haunches.
Okay. Assuming
I'm gonna
hearing-
be leading Gilbert out of the building.
I
mean,
know what she
you guys-
actually wants to do, but I don't want to say it because it's
Okay.
funny to leave it vague.
You guys,
Yeah,
you guys weren't actually in the building. She took Gilbert
Based on what I've
outside.
been able to, based on what I've been able to, based on what Frederick has seen, he's not putting this any forward.
Okay. Assuming I could hear the conversation that was happening, I'm gonna head over there, and as he's leading Gilbert away from her, she'll hear, "What did you want to do? Just tell me, and I'll cast Detect Thoughts."
detect thoughts. Okay, she
Yeah.
She gotta make a wisdom save. She actually fails the wisdom save, and you get an image of her just like snuggling on like Gilbert's belly.
Yep, figured.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It, it's
And-
fine. You can bring him back over here.
No, fuck that. She fucked
No,
up.
fuck that.
No.
Yeah, no.
It's-
She wanted to be all creepy about this and
It's
everything.
fucking fine. Bring him back in. Holy shit.
And also an image of like playing fetch and stuff.
She
Honestly,
didn't have time for that. Hold on.
like 10 minutes.
I'm just going to give out
she
a
asked for
very
10 minutes.
long sigh.
God, I wish I was there.
What was she planning to actually do? Because what I've been able to figure out from the way she's acted and the way she's been talking, it doesn't exactly sound like something I'd like my dog to do.
Okay, I'm gonna look at EU and say, is it really okay?
Yes, it's really okay.
By the law.
Did you just
And I
eat?
look at her and say, so I'm gonna look at her and say, are you really gonna give us a cart for free if you get 10 minutes?
I'm still not okay with it.
I suppose. And she kind of looks more embarrassed.
What, are you gonna go back on the
In
deal
her
now
head,
and still
it's-
ask
it's-
for it?
I'm just gonna say, listen, it's fine. Really, I get it. It's fine. We'll leave you alone for a little bit, and then
Did you just invade my thoughts?
just it's easier
Yeah,
to get to
and-
the point that way.
I-
It's
You do
not,
not-
as bad as you think it is.
You do not
so-
speak. You do not speak of what you saw in there.
No, I won't say anything. It's just it's fine.
Okay.
Fine, but I'll be watching the time. Gilbert, 10 minutes.
Gilbert just kind of like, okay. Gilbert still just looks.
I'm going
ever so-
to, and while he's in there, I'm going to go over to the carts and ask what they were looking at.
And they kind of gesture at the crowd that they've kind of
Parts.
been looking at, and yeah, you 10 minutes pass, come back out. You see them kind of off in this back corner of the little courtyard here. This little courtyard here. And see that like she is currently like grabbed onto Gilbert's side, and he's like running around in circles around the area. And she's just laughing and whooping and Metapod, really? Okay.
No, you
How
know,
did you
this is
know
all
that
you
this
said, you
early?
could've-
How did you know it was a Metapod?
Because of the stripes down there and his shape.
Oh,
That-
yeah,
You
could
think
tell
I
it's a
haven't played
Metapod.
Pokemon for all of my life? You think I don't know this?
Well, I was.
I could tell that was a Metapod. What do you mean?
He's kind of a scuffed. He's a little bit of a fat Metapod.
Anyway.
I saw the first time. I was like, oh, it's a Metapod. Yeah.
But yeah, so.
I only just stopped playing Isaac, to be fair.
Anyway, so moving on, so we can actually get some more done before I have to go again.
Okay.
Mhm.
So if this is all you wanted to do, you could have just
Has
said
she
it.
seen the Gallicans?
You saw nothing. And as she kind of like pats her dress back down and tries to like fix up her hair.
Okay, then. Well, we found a cart we're looking at.
Okay. One of the non-magic ones, yes?
Yeah, as you said.
Yes.
No.
You just let the guards know that you have the
You're
friend
probably
deal.
hearing the party chat then.
Do not let them know what earned you the friend deal. Yes?
Okay. Yeah.
And feel free to come back anytime. And she kind of
There
like
should be, but they probably have their mics open.
very
and
briefly like
some type of
grabs
voice
on Gilbert's
activity
leg, gives a
shit
little hug,
going on.
let's go, like fully just and back to fully professional,
I don't know if the
like
game
stone
itself has
cold
its own in-game
Solaran
mic
demeanor.
system.
Steve Voss.
I know WoW did it at one point, but
Guide Gilbert over. You go and get the cart.
By the time you guys are done grabbing the cart, she comes out with a fully looking bridle that looks ever so slightly shiny.
Hmm. Nice.
And
Sweet.
this is for Gilbert. As a thank you.
Thanks.
Of course. It is very interesting to examine new creatures.
Hmm.
Yes, new creatures.
Well, we should be going. Goodbye now.
Oh, okay. Yes, goodbye. Have a good day.
Okay, I'm just gonna head out with the bridle.
Okay. Now the bridle. Gilbert, and I imagine the cart as well.
Gilbert got the cart.
Right.
And then as you walk out,
You
one of the
absolutely losing horribly in I Spy because someone here has perfect eyesight.
And it's not me.
yeah, at some point, a child
By the way,
showed
Dion,
up and
you've been failing I Spy. You didn't even start it off right. You described what you saw. You're supposed to give the color.
I'm aware.
And then...
I was trying to make a version you could actually play.
Well, I still can't play that version. Little unfair, just saying.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and call Gilbert over and go and get the bridle hooked up to him.
Yeah, as you guys walk out of the building, one of the bouncers kind of stops you and like kind of whispers to Frederick, "She wanted to pet your dog, didn't she?"
Yes.
Hey, bouncer guy, fuck you!
I will flip him off too.
Yeah,
he kind of looks like a little like angry and like look like he's about to go over and do something when Bronea says it, but he looks up at Aelnoth and suddenly like looks look of wariness kind of flashes across his face, and he kind of looks back down at Bronea and raises his own bird.
I am on my skateboard.
I'm just gonna walk up to him, whisper into his ear, "Look, there's a difference between not liking another race and committing suicide."
What?
And I'm just gonna continue walking forward.
I don't know what he said either. I'll be completely honest.
He
He's
said
on his
there's a difference between being racist and committing suicide, essentially. I found that weird, but oh well.
Yeah, I don't
quite get that, but okay.
Nor do I.
Weird word for it. Yeah.
Anyway, so
That Metapod is Blaze, by the way.
It actually came out better than I thought it would.
yeah.
Hold on, I got you.
Anyway, moving on. So, you guys have your card now. You guys, what do you?
We got a cart. We've got him in a bridle.
Use the maroon red for that, not the bright red.
I like the bright red personally, actually.
You guys got the card, got the bridle. What else would you like to do before you?
So, what the fuck happened in there? Because that shopkeep was so unbelievably suspicious.
It was fine. It was
Pet
nothing
Gilbert,
serious.
but apparently doesn't like other people watching her pet a dog.
What a weirdo.
Yeah,
So
well,
something I
let's be
will
off
say,
now.
something I will say about Solarans, and something this is something that you guys would know, is that they are incredibly prideful, and they are like in like very professional settings. They don't like to break a sort of character.
So basically, I'm the polar opposite of a Solaran, despite being a Solaran.
Pretty much. I mean, you're also pro-tech, so... Or I guess I should say not anti-tech, so we kind of already knew that. There's a reason you're not accepted by your people.
Hey. It's got an invite, right?
Well, let's be heading out now. Which direction do you feel like going first?
Oh, good point on that. So, I have been looking on. I took a little cursory glance at a map. So, there is about at our current rate of travel, if we
Right.
have Gilbert in a cart, we'll be able to travel about 40 miles per par. So, you know, that's decent distance. Not quite the distance I was hoping for, but we can take the scenic route. There's a larger city more southbound. I'd like to start heading there. I'm not sure how far away
Okay, then.
it is, but it
Right.
seems to be the best location. Plus, there seems to be why am I saying seems to be a lot? There's a few geological oddities along the way that I know of. It'll be interesting.
Well, then in that case, let's be off. So I'm going to.
North, how long can you walk per day? Because I mean, I don't have any concerns for Gilbert's stamina, but how about yours? Because clearly you can't ride in the cart with us. You'll have to be walking.
Or running if he wants to
I
keep up
don't
with Gilbert.
know. I don't know.
Oh, How much do you weigh? Like with your armor?
A lot.
A lot.
I don't think Gilbert could carry you on a wheeled vehicle either.
I would doubt it.
Maybe if it was like only him, and if it was like,
We'll
well,
just
no,
have to
he.
slow our pace a bit more, so more like 35 miles a day, miles a par. Oh well, let's be off.
To be fair, they probably would go by.
Well, if he ever needs to take a break, we can just wait for a while, take a short rest. Other than that, no reason not to start heading out now.
Fair enough. It is like the first. Probably either the first or second part of the day. So.
It is getting dark out. I believe the dark zone's going to rise soon.
No. You guys.
It was rising.
You guys slept.
We didn't go through the whole night.
Oh, you didn't?
We slept, but remember, sleeping doesn't go through the whole fucking night.
I know. No, I mean, if you're going to the point where you guys slept, that would be the final par of. They sleep to the
So
final
we're going
par
to
of night.
be
So the first
into-
the first red sun would have risen by the time you guys would be about heading out.
Okay. Never
So
mind then.
it's day 2 of the event.
Mm.
Huzzah! You guys made it to day 2 successfully. Congratulations.
All right, everyone. We can't make it any further.
Yeah.
Let's do a ritual to summon Johnny and get our deaths.
No, I was just gonna kill everyone.
he
Stand in a
could.
neat circle.
Oh, you got some
And
kids
let this
that,
happen.
that are not good.
Anyway, and then a dragon's gonna stop by and eat you. Anyway, so
It wishes it could kill me.
I will say that as you guys are going through town, who here? Oh, right. Frederick has a very high passive, as does Ayum. So you guys hear tales of.
Yeah, passive perception may not be 26. May or may not be, only 26.
Oh, only? Wow. Yeah. Not very impressive.
Oh,
Although I imagine
makes me wonder what happened
Brolnaeus' passive is rather impressive.
It's all right.
I got a 19.
It's only 15. My passive investigation is 20, but I don't have a good I don't have a fantastic wisdom.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
That's what the joke was. Anyway, so you guys head out, and as you're walking out, you actually find a familiar face on your way out. So imagine you guys heading south, yeah,
Yeah.
through the this road here.
Yep.
Okay. So in that case, you guys actually pass by a familiar face. Actually, one of the first faces you met. One Robin Charlie.
Oh, him.
Yeah, I know who that is.
It's the first guy you guys met. You guys met when you walked and
I
you
know
came
who
in.
he is. The rest of you guys
Oh,
may not
He's-
even remember.
hey,
He's selling.
how you guys been? It's been a bit of time.
We're doing just fine, other than a dickhead shopkeeper and a bragging shopkeeper. I'm in a fantastic mood. That crossing better hope for a miracle if he ever sees me again in the arena, I swear. Anyway.
What shopkeep you talking about?
The armor one. I was trying to get an armor mod that allows me to use clunky ass armor, and
Actually, didn't. Oh no! Wait, no. The duel with Alnoth was a duel of. Was not a duel for the combat note. Never mind.
It was.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, you got your mod.
I did. What?
Yeah, Alnoth
I
got
thought
you your mod.
Alnoth was like fighting for a combat mod himself. You got me the combat mod?
No, I fought for a combat node for you because you lost the fight, and I was like, hey, I can do that, and then I did it.
Oh, okay.
So you got your mod.
It was a flex.
God damn you. Oh well. I accepted at face value. I like proficiency in armor. That is nice.
You are now proficient in your armor.
Yeah, but I wasn't allowed to bring all my little friends in at once, so I kind of lost.
I mean, to be
And then
fair.
he had the gall to gloat at me.
Armor shop, yeah. Yeah, that guy's I don't know why I've switched accents again. You know, it's oh no, you're right. Okay, that guy is he's a cool dude to go out with drinks with, but I mean, not the best storekeeper, you know.
His power is also probably the most disturbing thing I've ever seen.
Oh, the duplication thing. Yeah, it's not the most disturbing power I've seen. Not by far.
I give him the finger guns.
Hey, no, the most disturbing power I've seen was somebody could turn themselves inside out.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's beautiful, honestly. The Trilithorian anatomy is a wonderful subject.
He kind of gives you a look.
Disgusting.
He kind of gives you a look and just. You see,
You know, we may disagree.
Aww.
Anyway, I suppose you're glad that the town is now be ridden of its most foul infection.
oh yeah, that guy. So we learned out. We figured out that he actually is He's actually just a little fish to fry. He works for a group of people. They're actually based not far southwest of here.
Sorry, say that again.
So the guy we did some research. Also, turns out he was actually a. It turns out he was a blue eye.
Was he using contacts?
Yeah.
A cross and using contacts. That's new.
Apparently, it's something this group does is that they will I'll use contacts to throw off the people who they're fighting with, which I suppose makes sense. But yeah, no, it's some real shady business.
Well,
They've actually
We're-
taken
we're,
control of a couple of towns in the area.
we're all heading out southward, so I guess that'll be fun.
You're probably going to come into contact with people from the group again. I remember something about heralds of something or other.
Hopefully, there'll be less assholes.
Do they know who?
That's right. It was Heralds of Wayfaring. That's what it is. Wayfair? It was just Wayfair. Yeah.
Lucky,
Right.
I don't think they'll know who we are quite yet, so that will be nice. I mean, this was kind of like a fringe gang, so we'll be fine.
I mean, no one really saw you. The only reason I know it was you guys that was participating in the combat there was. Well, I have some friends who were with
Anyone
the
who
people
saw
that
us is either dead or in prison right now, so.
No, I had a couple friends of mine. They were talking about fighting. Apparently, one of you guys convinced them to actually participate. So, that's yeah.
Shh, no one saw us.
No one saw who,
Precisely.
and he gives you a wink.
Thanks for the help. Thanks for the help when we first entered town. That was nice of you.
Hey, no problem. You need anything else? Just let me know. I'm gonna be here for a while. Though currently my family's looking at moving a bit farther from the Forest to Grove. After all, things have sort of come out of it. You see that bear the other day? That was really disconcerting.
No,
Really?
it's fine. The forest of growth hardly causes any problems.
I don't know how long you've
Well,
lived
then,
out here, but
I got teleported in the middle of it. It's fine. Trust me.
middle.
Well,
You see
then,
what's in the
Not
middle
the
there?
We have some
middle, that
forest.
was-
We should probably be
was-
going.
That was an exaggeration. I got teleported on the somewhat central fringe of it.
Oh, I
Well, we
see.
did.
Yeah, because
Still
No
encountered
one's-
hex wolves the size of houses, so.
yeah, there's a lot of those. You know the
Not
nobody's
sure.
nobody's
the
ever
longer
made
we
it.
wait here, the more likely it is they somehow learn about us. So we should probably be heading out sooner
No,
rather than
nobody's
later.
nobody's been in the middle, as far as I'm aware.
Maybe when I get the time, I could host an exploration. It'd be an interesting biological difference. Studies for later.
Sounds like the last guy that walked in there.
Oh, speaking of which, all of my
Oh.
tools are now online. I need to study what the fuck happened to that guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I'm ranting. My bad.
You're good. Well, if there's anything else I can help you with,
I'll
just let
say
me
it,
know,
let's-
alright? Here's my phone
All
number.
right, we will. Well, let's. Oh, phone number.
Yeah, and he hands you his phone number.
If we ever get a phone, and the things start working again, I will hit you up.
Yeah, we're currently
Okay then.
we're currently getting
The
a lot
fuck
of our
happened to Metapod?
getting a lot of our systems back up, but sadly, currency's all gone. So, we're still figuring out how to fix the economy right now. Anyway, that being said,
Yeah, it'll work itself out eventually, or not.
Well, goodbye now. We should be heading out.
Have a wonderful evening.
you as well. And Eden, it's morning time, friends.
You are correct.
Anyway, you guys safe travels, right?
Bye now.
And he kind of waves you off and
Thank-
starts
thank
heading
you.
back in the direction he was
I
going.
was
Let's
so
be going now,
cringe right
Gilbert.
there. Please, no one hold that against me for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I have Gilbert start moving.
I'm gonna shuffle off to a corner of one of the like the bottom left corner of the cart, and I'm gonna take out the petri dish I have of dead guy's flesh.
Gilfried?
Gilfrey, that's it. I knew it was close to Gilbert. I just didn't know how. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be writing Gilbert this whole time.
and I'm gonna use my seer implant and start trying to study it. I'll be using my biomedical surgery gear and biomedical scanner.
Okay, make me
Would this be a science check?
yeah. Well, medicine. Medicine and
Oh,
then a
would
science.
this be a bioengineering check then?
Do you have a skill for that?
I do, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Specifically part of my bioengineering background.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it'll be that then.
Yep. All right. So I have advantage on the check, and it's just an engineering check.
Oh.
Nice.
Noise.
Nice.
So, while studying it, you find that there's some sort of like remnants of an
Hello.
entity that exists inside the flesh. It's as
Awesome,
if,
thank you. I'll be up in a minute.
well, it's as if
So it looks like a creature from the Shadowfell infested him. Interesting. Or the
Indeed.
Shadow Realm, or whatever you call it.
yeah.
I remember you called it a minorly different name.
Yeah. From the Shadow World. Or from Dark World. Let's call it Dark World.
That's also copyrighted.
That is?
Actually,
Shoot.
This is a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
So,
Let's call it the Shadow Realm. Quickly, guys. Shadow Realm. Shadow Realm. That's not copyrighted.
let's just call it the inverted world.
I like that.
That's
the upside down.
yeah. I think that's also probably. We can
But
literally
inverted
call
can
it
mean shadow.
Shadowfell is the best thing to call it. Just
Agreed.
period.
Fair enough.
All right. As much as I would hate to be, not hate. All right, I'm gonna try and keep his skin cells alive, because I've been trying to do that the whole time, and I'm gonna try and induce multiplication. So I'm gonna see if I can grow more of his cells.
Okay. Make me another check.
Because he's long dead. There's no hope of cloning his ass. But flesh infected with the Shadowfell? Yes, please.
Fair.
Nice play.
Keep in mind, the entity
However,
itself.
growing cells requires time, so I'll do that over long rest and stuff.
And I will say that it is not a matter of. How do I put this? It doesn't seem like the entity is still in there. It just kind of seems
Yes,
like.
but there is remnants of Shadowfell energy.
Yeah, it's like a corpse within a corpse. But moving on.
Alright,
So, guys, head south. Imagine.
So, if I were to take, I don't know, the Black Shunshum I got from Gilfried, and tried to duplicate more of the Shadowfell energy inside of the new cells I grow, there might be some results I could use.
Maybe. Though, admittedly,
Recreate him.
that's not really what Black Shunshum's used for. It's not really energy manipulation.
What's Var
You
doing
need
now?
purple for that.
Ah,
Black
I've got a
Shunshum.
better idea.
I need
Use
purple.
brown.
Yeah, brown would be a lot more. No, not necessarily brown. Probably brown or gray would be more effective.
Hmm.
I don't understand why brown wouldn't be effective or the best.
Well, fair enough.
All right. For now, I'm just going to keep the skin cells alive and slowly grow new patches. But obviously, I can't currently increase the amount of Shadowfell remaining energy there is. So
Fair enough.
I'll hold off on any further experimentation. But I'm glad I'm stabilized.
Yes, it is stabilized. The cells are currently still alive. So yeah, you guys going.
Time to travel.
Gilbert's
Encounter,
just
question mark?
chatting, and I also agree. Encounter question mark. Ah, encounter question mark.
Do we find Stonehenge 2 Electric Boogaloo?
No, not quite. But as you guys are walking, you do see some what appears to be crashed vehicles off in the distance. Flying cars and the like. There's a couple that are more like ground-based cars, more ground-based vehicles,
Oh, guys, free loot. Let's go.
and they are completely abandoned.
Let's go check them out.
Sure, free loot. You know what? Sure.
What could go wrong?
No reason not to check them out. Smile.
There's a shit ton of pots in here I could use.
Actually, most of them appear to be looted and stripped down.
No!
No.
I'm gonna see if I can't find anything that the scavengers didn't.
Investigation.
Can I get any help?
I'm
I
not
have a
proficient.
+5, but I don't have proficiency.
In what?
Investigation.
Yeah, nope. Not here.
Or can I get guidance, maybe?
I can give you guidance.
Thank you. That's shit. Wow.
15. It looks pretty thoroughly stripped down.
Damn it.
Like there's some like
Do I
basic
find
metal.
anything?
There's some basic metal scrap that you could get, but like for the most part. As for you finding anything, you find a nice flower that's growing out of one of the engines already.
Do I find anything that I in particular would like, such as
No.
ink, paper?
Everything
Nope.
has been nicked. This is a scrapyard
Okay.
that no longer has
Yeah,
anything
okay.
but scrap metal.
Yeah, I will mention one of the
Doesn't seem to
craters
be anything useful.
a bit off the road is still smoking a little bit.
Nothing here among this rubble. Should we go check out the fresh smoking one?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's fresh. It looks about as old as everything else. It just looks like it's still
smoldering.
yeah.
No reason not
Maybe
to.
the scavengers didn't touch it. Maybe it was a bit more of a roaring fire when they were here. Let's go poke at it.
Well, yeah, might as well. In case I'm going to cautiously approach it.
I'm just gonna float down on my skateboard uncautiously.
Fair enough. You get there and look down at it, and there's little fire still going from underneath the hood somewhere. The insides, the upholstery appears to be all burned out.
No.
Although, make me a perception check.
Didn't mean to have that with advantage. 19.
19.
What if
for
someone
her.
gave you advantage?
That'd be nice.
I'll give you advantage
I'll
then.
give you advantage then.
Oh, you know what? He can give you advantage. Fuck it.
You already rolled.
I mean, I'm down there with him anyway.
I can give you advantage.
Someone,
Yeah,
Still, there's plenty of
anyone
people
give
for
him
it.
advantage. It doesn't matter who. Someone.
You guys see there's a group of tiny people gathered around the little fire.
Damn, them ants though.
Can I do a history check to see what
Yeah.
kind of tiny people they are?
Sure. Oh,
God damn.
What the hell is happening?
what is going on?
Wow.
Romeus, answer! What are you doing? How are you hacking?
Probably is what's going on. And I think one
Or
of
are
your
you cheating?
yeah, your last roll before this was a nat 20 as well.
Listen, I'm just that good.
What are you doing? Why are you hacking?
Yeah, you actually have never seen anything like this before. You never read
Not
about
in all my
anything like this?
biological research.
Yeah.
Damn,
Like
bruv.
you've heard that some people have shrinking abilities, but
This
these
is a whole ass family.
yeah this doesn't look like, these don't even really look like Trilivorians. They look
I'm
like
just
little...
gonna float down next to them, take a step off my, my totally normal skateboard. Totally not a living being. Don't worry about it.
Upon seeing you, they look up and gibber in some weird language, and then run
Hello?
down
Oh, no,
underneath.
wait. Hello? You understand me?
They kind of like look around worried, hop down in the hood. You see a flash of light, and little flash of white light.
Yo, bro.
They still there, or did they go? Did they go ninja vanish time?
Ninja vanish time.
Hey, yo, bro. What the hell?
What? What?
What?
I think we need your expertise down here.
What do you need me for?
There's these tiny little people. They just ninja vanished. I think they're still around. You're the only one that can talk to other people.
It's such a funny way to phrase it.
So, the problem with that is that I need to be able to see them.
Well, you just saw them right now, didn't you? Yeah, you just...
Yes, but I still need to see them in order to talk to them.
Can you hear where they are at least?
Perception check.
Out of character, I'd just like to say you guys are being very insensitive right now.
Perception. 24.
You hear some slight crackling of the fire. You hear some birds off in the distance. You hear a weird kind of
Oh, I think this car is gonna blow up. We might wanna like
Bomb.
back up a little bit or something.
Oh, please. I know if a car is about to blow up. I look at the car. Is it about to blow up?
I back up.
No, but you just see little white light that flashed. Still kind of sitting there a little bit. Still is. I will mention that after a certain point, the notes start descending, and then start ascending again, then descending.
What?
So, woo 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 woo.
Would I have any idea the fuck that is?
Well, upon closer inspection, because I suppose we could keep the 24 and 25 you guys got. You look in, and there's a small little pinprick of light that's just kind of floating in the air.
A pinprick.
Can I
of-
try to figure out what that is or what kind of magic it is?
Sure. Arcana check. Yeah, you don't know anything.
I'm guessing there's no one that can give me advantage on this.
Does it look like it's moving?
It's shimmering a little bit. And as the tones increase for Iyum, it gets a little bit brighter. And as the tones decrease, it gets a little bit darker. You know.
I'm gonna try and talk to it.
There's no mental connection.
Okay.
I'm gonna touch it.
Someone's done it.
Question,
Please.
with a gloved or ungloved hand?
Ungloved.
You think he is a pussy?
Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
You think I am a bitch? I eat it.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Wow.
Oh! Wait a second. Oh shoot!
Got 20s today, huh?
Really?
Damn.
even
And
honestly
actually,
not that good at this.
we haven't made the chart for the for that color
Well,
yet.
you have time because I believe we're about to end.
That I do. You know, I think we're gonna leave it there. All you know,
Let's
I
go,
will
got
say,
sunshine.
and a nat 20 counts as a +5 for Shunshum, so
What color was it?
white.
Cool.
Why? Wait, they turned into Shum Shum?
Yes.
I would not say that's what happened, but it's a good guess.
They could have just used White Shantum. They maybe are resistant.
White dimensions alternate reality to the void. Oh, this should be fun.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
what that. Yeah.
I will see you guys in 2 hours.
See you in 2 hours.
Bye.
See, I'm gonna end the stream. So
Bye then.
thank you everyone for watching. Remember to have